We'll be doing a repipe today. So before the crew come in, you have to clean out your, for example, your under the sink here. And then they're gonna be covering a lot of stuff here, but mostly gonna be doing downstairs here, and then probably open up some wall here and one wall over there for the hose bib. And here they're gonna go up to the bathrooms upstairs. Have kitchen here, and then they're gonna go to another bath here, ice maker, washer dry in the garage. They're gonna tap into morning again. So the main line is over there outside, so they're gonna be tapping into inside my garage here, probably somewhere here. Start doing the PEX piping here. So they're gonna have to move this. They're preparing here all of this stuff. We're gonna have PEX A. You don't mind take video, right? Not you.
Oh,
but,
you can take video everything. I don't care. It's fine. Right now we're gonna. Let me show you the videos I take.
Insulation for the, I think for the hot lines. I think those are the PEX in the rolls.
PEX pipes
from
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Yep.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. All right. We are ready. They're spending the next hour covering my downstairs, upstairs with plastic, like curtains, like that. We can go in and out. The curtain. They also cover my chandelier. Triple. Did a good job. Pretty much covered everything. So this is going to be just little holes here. Open the garage. They're almost done. You see all the holes there. So tomorrow they're gonna send a different crew to patch it up. That is where my hose bib is. Let's see. PEX pipe. The blue one. The blue one is cold water. First they finished repiping, the wall's still open. Tomorrow they're gonna come back and patch, repair and patch all the walls. They put the pieces back there. So anyway, a lot of holes in the ceilings in my kitchen. As you can see. So they put the, whatever they cut, put back so the crew can put them back and patch them. They have a pretty good system, but I'm sure some of the pieces have to be replaced. So you see, there's a hot line here. This is red. The blue line is cold water. They also replaced all of the turns. They call it ankle stops and all of that stuff. Holes here. And in the upstairs bathroom as well. So just a lot of holes. So behind my washer, this is the hot line, so they put this black insulation around it. So in case it, it touches against the cold line, it will not interfere or cause any damage or potential problem in the future. And at the same time, it keep, the hot line, I guess, keep the heat, make it more energy efficient there, I believe. Yeah, I don't know about this stuff here that they put. I'm not sure what it's called, but they put it. It's more like I don't know. It's glue, but basically keep the compound, keep the things in place, metal or whatever, PEX pipe in place, so it won't move around. I believe. The thing I want to check after Repipe is right now we are not using any water, and if you go to the main meter on the street, it should not turn. So let's see if that's the case. That's my theory. Because right now, really, well, yeah, we're not using anything. I just finished my washer, because that was using water. Let's take a look on the meter. Just turn on the meter here, and you see in the center the red with propellers kind of thing. It's not turning. It's no leaking. So you can tell. Oh, it is. Maybe my wife using the kitchen sink or something. But earlier it wasn't turned. So right now she's using something in the kitchen sink. So that's okay. So it looks great. And they did a good job within I think they show up 8 o'clock this morning. And they completed. They had a little problem with one of the showers handle. But they completed the whole thing maybe around 2. So it's not really the whole day 5 or, Again, they're gonna come back, different crew to patch all of those holes. This is my ceiling, so you can see the ceiling here, some holes there. So they can be patching all of those. They put back the insulation there. Anyway, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. We clean it, we clean the place up a little bit, but tomorrow gonna be, hopefully not as bad, but they're gonna set up the plastic covering, more like a curtains. With this, it held maybe around, I would say held maybe 70%, still, does still get to different places, so we'll see tomorrow. Let's say the guy, one of the plumbers, had to go out and get probably a new hardware for my shower, because I think they broke one of the screws in there. Screw actually stuck in the handle. That's what he said. Basically, that was the problem. So they have to throw that one away. And normally they told me they would replace it with a brand new hardware, but I bought a few years ago for over $200. So I still want to keep them, but yeah, I understand for them. There's a chance of, if you take it out, you might break it and then they have to replace it. Either way, I guess you have to pay, or they give you a cheapy one. I don't know. One of the things that you're going to be sure is do not let the workers use your bathroom. And I found out that one of the guys used my bathroom, even though there was no water. So because I noticed that he shut the door, he turned on the fan, and I said, hey, are you using my bathroom? He didn't say anything. And then now when I came back later on and look at it, yeah, I see that somebody used it because it's not completely clean. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he probably flushed it one time only. Be sure what you can do is put this down and then put masking tape on here, I should have done that. I did that on the one downstairs, but just put a tape here across. Okay, the blue tapes, whatever, so they do not to use it. And tell your crew, do not use my bathroom. Whoever, plumbers or whatever, handyman. It's kind of dangerous to invite people right this time. A lot of my friends said, kind of risky hiring people right now, but I need the repipe done. So anyway, just be careful. Do not let them use your bathroom. Spraying the alcohol here all over the place, just before I use it. Anyway, that's all you can do, right? So just be careful. What you can do before the workers come to your house is put tapes like that. At least they know, why even put plastic cover here so they know not to use it. I should have done that on upstairs. I forgot to do that. So tonight I found something when I took my first shower. Not a big deal. I noticed that water pressure on my shower is kind of lower than before the Repipe. So I called the company, and then the company called the technician, the plumber, and he said, "Oh, your shower head is old, and sorry, and about the debris, we have to flush it out first, all of that stuff." Well, apparently he forgot to flush out the debris from my, remove the shower head and then flush it out, just like other faucets. Before he hooked up the water line to the faucet, he actually let the water flush out. He put like buckets on each sink or whatever, and let the water push out any debris and all of that stuff. He did not do that with the shower heads. So I have a couple shower rooms that so far mine was low pressure, and also the drain doesn't drain very well because he had to cut. The guy had a lot of debris from cutting the tile, and they told him to clean it, but apparently he didn't clean enough. Not a big deal. So the water drained slower. So I'm going to show it to him. Maybe he can he gonna say, "Oh, your drain was old." Everything's old to him, and you like try to, I don't know, get away with it or whatever, or blame the customer, which is not a good way. I'm going to say, "Hey, well, you don't have to fix it. I'll call the company and get somebody else to come." If but other than that, they did a good job. Just a little thing that I'm not gonna unless he like keep like, "Hey, push it back to me," then I'm gonna, "Hey, you guys didn't flush out stuff there. You forgot." I'm not like I'm not like dumb, right? So anyway, so make sure that when you do a repipe, they've supposedly they flush out everything else, but they forgot to flush out the shower head. So make sure, unless you're getting a new shower hardware installations too. So definitely with the new line, they're gonna flush out everything, supposedly anyway, if they know what they're doing. So that's about it. I think that's episode 1 or 2 today. I hope you learned quite a bit. Other than that, water pressure in other areas like kitchen faucet, everything's good. Hot water is good. No more leak. No more warmth on the floor. No, none of that. So we're happy to get the water back. But then tomorrow they're gonna send a different crew to patch the drywall. So gonna get dusty again, I guess. We'll see. Hopefully not too bad. And then we're gonna have to paint it ourselves. Going back. Dealing with insurance on the leak, I had a lot of estimates to reroute. My slab, right? They're gonna have to reroute above it to the ceiling, all of that. So I sent a whole bunch of estimates, but turned out, well. They're gonna pay me a little bit, and then they told me that today that when you finish with the plumbing, a lot of plumbers will come just do the plumbing. They're not gonna patch the walls. So the insurance the lady told me, "Hey, I'm gonna send somebody and give you an estimate about in terms of repairing the drywalls and and painting, all of that." But since I already hired this company to do everything, basically I'm gonna figure something out so the insurance will cover some of the additional work in terms of patching, all of that. So anyway, maybe I have a company issue me a receipt that I pay them to do the patching, because they I have to pay them to so maybe they can break it down, give me a separate receipt so I can turn it into insurance company, maybe get a few $100, which is not bad. Anyway, hope you when you deal with insurance, you gotta be careful, and you want to submit some of the highest. Of course, if it's too high, they're gonna deny it, but submit fairly high. Do not submit the lowest one. The lowest one, that's the one you want to keep, when you get a check, depending on how big. So hopefully, I still, out of the pocket myself, but maybe you're lucky, you maybe have only a few $100 off, out of your pocket or unless you're lucky or you work with someone who very knowledgeable and he can write up estimate, or you're dealing with a better insurance. So I have a $1,000 deductible, so he took it out, so I get like say $750. Well, better than nothing, right? So after a week dealing with them. So anyway, hope it helps, and share how you deal with your insurance company and how you deal with plumbers and all of this stuff, or even Repipe, PEX Repipe and all of that stuff, So anyway, we'll see you folks on the next video and next episode. Thanks so much. Bye for now.